everyone, welcome to Gusto News on Gusto TV Africa. My name is Emma, and yes, on today's news we're talking about Tubaba and Davido. Yes, but before going on to what we have for today, I want to say a very big thank you to all of you amazing subscribers for all you do for us here on Gusto TV. We see all of it and we really do appreciate you. Also, if you're coming across this channel for the very first time, please do not forget to subscribe, and also do not forget to click on the post notification bell so as to know when we drop new content and new videos for you. Now, moving on to the news for today, we have Tubaba. Yes, Tubaba has been in the news a lot recently because of his wife Annie Idibia. So we all know that yes, Annie was actually on this particular series titled Young, Famous and African, right? So actually one of the interviews she had on this particular one, she revealed a whole lot about her marriage, things like the fact that she met Tubaba first, but then her first child is actually Tubaba's fifth child. After she made that revelation, it was actually trending everywhere, and one of Tubaba's baby mamas, who happens to be Peru, came out to shade Annie by dropping pictures of herself and her kids. And yes, after she actually did this one, she was actually really dragged, and people came out to say yes, you actually maybe have a kid or have a child for him first, but then Annie is his wife. And after that, Tubaba has come out to post pictures, like he's always posting pictures of Annie on his Instagram stories and on his Instagram page, showering her with lots of love, supporting and also encouraging her. But then Tubaba is in the news with his wife for another reason. So Annie's elder brother actually posted a video on Instagram, and on this video actually talked about the fact that Annie introduced him to drugs, and talked about the fact that Annie actually really wants to frustrate him. He also went ahead to say Annie has refused to help him, and Annie wants him to be like under him and not progress. He also talks about the fact that he has been begging Annie to help him do this and do that, and also the fact that Annie took away the only thing that brings money to him and his family, which is actually being his manager. So he talks about the fact that Annie offered him the job of being her manager actually, but then he was away for 2 weeks because he had to sort out things happening in his home. But after not being at work for 2 weeks, Annie felt like, okay, do you know what, I do not want to have anything to do with you. And also the fact that after Annie found out that her husband, who happens to be Tubaba, sent him money, she made sure to cut every connection and make sure he's not going to get money from her, and also he's not going to get money from her husband. So he has come out to cry to the public that he needs help, that the drugs are actually affecting him, and the fact that he doesn't have money or have anything to do, and Annie has refused to help him, and the fact that Annie has also made sure that Tubaba would not help him. All right, so after he made this particular one, Annie decided to come outside and address what was happening. So this was actually the post she made on Instagram, and I will be reading it to you. She said, "Oh Wizzy," okay, so her brother's name is actually Wisdom. She said, "Oh Wizzy, why big bro, why Wisdom, why all the lies against your only sister, your younger sister? All I ever did was protect you and your kids. Since we grew up, bro, have you ever paid for house rent in your entire life? You live in a 3-bedroom flat, fully furnished with everything you need for you and your kids. Wisdom, you have 3 kids. Have you ever paid for their school fees ever since they were born?" Yeah, Wisdom also talked about the fact that Annie actually calls his wife to disrespect the wife. But here Annie is actually saying is a very, is actually a different story, because his wife always calls her, to complain about one thing or the other. And she also went ahead to say, your oldest child, who is actually 9, for 9 years since your wife started making babies, have you ever paid for hospital bills for any of your kids? Have you ever paid school fees? She also went ahead to say, how many cars have I bought for you? So yes, Wisdom also mentioned the fact that he was actually begging Annie, to give him one of the cars she has in her house, to go into Uber and all of that. But he also said that Annie actually refused to give him any of the cars. But Annie has said, man, I have actually gotten you a whole lot of cars. Even our late father's car, I actually told you to, furnish that car, put it together and make use of it. But you actually went ahead to sell the car. She said, after that died, the car I had bought for him, told you to service the Jeep. You sold the car without telling me. All I have was love for you and your kids. Every Xmas, I make sure they will get something new. I even make sure your wife isn't aware. How many times have I given you millions, Wizzy?" Okay, now he talked about the fact that the only money Annie gets to give to him is maybe 20,000 or 30,000. But here Annie is saying she has actually given him millions and millions of naira. And she went ahead to say, how many times? But you are way too irresponsible, because I don't have the heart to watch your kids go through hunger. You keep blackmailing me that you will kill yourself. I have receipt of my online banking and proof. Why do you want to destroy this little career I have worked so hard to make? This is where I make 80% of my money. Same money I used to send your kids to school, pay your rent, all your hospital bills. Why would you want to destroy your own little sister? Just yesterday, your wife called me crying that they sent your kids home for school bus. Money I already gave you cents. I paid straight to the school. Why? I paid straight to the school. Why, Wizzy? You want to be manager? I said, I'm sorry. I don't think it's something I can do till you get the help you need. Okay, yeah. So in that video, he was all shaky because of the effect of the drug. So Annie is actually saying, you cannot be my manager till you get yourself fixed. And she went ahead to say, till you get the help that you need. How many cars have I bought for you, bro? How many? I duped my friend and had to pay. You took 2 different loans from the bank. I had to pay for you just so it doesn't get out in the space. Wizzy, what more can a sister do? What? I have my family too. All those lies. Okay, sorry. She said, I said you can't be my manager. I have so many voice notes from your wife. I won't disgrace you and put it out here. I am tired. Do as you like. The universe will protect me, my hard work, my kids, my family. Let the world believe anything. My name is Annie. I am not the lies you are saying. I work them hard. I am not lazy. Entitlement. And she said, I wish you were. So yes, Annie has come out to say everything he said in that video are not true. She talked about the fact that yes, she had, had to pay bank loans. She has given him millions. She has bought him cars. But then he's way too irresponsible. And she has also said, you can only be my manager if you get the help that you need. And she said, you know what, just say whatever you want, do whatever you want. I do not care. But then, yes, Subaba, who is always, a supporting husband, has come out to support his wife. He just, dropped some lines on Instagram, but then, like I said, he's always ready to have Annie's back. And this is what Tubaba actually has to say. He said, it's funny how people react when you tell them the truth. Even I am guilty of it sometimes, but this is no excuse. I pray for wisdom. LYTID Owana, I don't know what LYTID means. And he says, may Allah guide our path, one love for me and Annie Idibia. And he also went ahead to say, respect to family, but sometimes some family is your worst enemy. So yes, Tubaba has come out to say, you know what, I respect family a lot, but sometimes, family ends up being your worst enemy. All right. So like I said, Tubaba is always ready to have Annie Idibia's back. And Annie has said, you know what, bro, do whatever you want. All right. So away from Tubaba, we have Davido. Yes, Davido. Davido is always in the news for a whole lot of things. But then another thing that brings Davido in the news is maybe his baby mamas or his kids. Now, David is in the news today because of Chioma. We all know the reason that after the whole assurance and David proposing to Chioma, things just went, sour, and these people decided to, break up. Now, there were a whole lot of rumors of a whole lot of things that led to their breakup. Even if these people didn't come out to say, this is the reason why we broke up, or this is the reason why we are no longer together. But this year, we've been seeing Davido and Chioma, being together a whole lot. We saw them at Davido's family party. We saw Davido at Chioma's sister's wedding. Chioma was at the O2. After the O2, Chioma and Davido were actually in a club and they were looking so happy. But then something is actually happening right now. Chioma, who has been in Dubai for like 2 to 3 weeks, there are actually rumors that Chioma has moved on from the relationship with Davido, and she's actually with some drug lord. So like I said, Chioma has been in Dubai for like the past 2 weeks, and over the weekend, Chioma decided to attend a party with her new supposed new boyfriend, and Davido actually reacted to it. Now, this particular blogger has come out to say, this is the guy who happens to be Kelvin that Chioma is actually, in a relationship with. And, this particular person has had to threaten, because yes, Davido actually also blocked Chioma because she attended this guy's party. And this particular guy, Kelvin, has come out to warn Davido, and there are lots of threats and warnings going on in Dubai. And according to that particular blogger who posted it, she said this guy is actually a very, very, very dangerous person. And she's saying if Davido knows what is good for him, he should just avoid him. So like I said, yes, the face of the man who maybe was part of Chioma and Davido's breakup is Kelvin. So I'll be reading what this particular blogger has to say. She says, it was rumored that Chioma had moved on and now dating another man, despite the assurance David gave her. And this man is a suspected drug baron known as Kelvin Adesina Akinjola. It's also alleged that Davido blocked Chioma's Instagram for attending Kelvin Adesina Akinjola's birthday in Dubai last week. In new development, popular undercover Instagram blogger Cutie Juice has alleged that Kelvin Adesina has allegedly threatened Davido, who is currently in Dubai. According to Cutie Juice, Kelvin Adesina is alleged fraudster with 6 kids and 5 baby mamas and was arrested twice and deported from Kenya over drug-related issues. So yes, according to this blogger, Davido is actually very upset with Chioma that she attended that party and even went ahead to block her on Instagram. And now, fans are asking, does Davido still love Chioma? If he wants Chioma back, he should just say it instead of, beating around the bush. And someone actually came out to say, what, David is always flirting, like he's always with different women. And yes, he supposedly had like a new girlfriend. So why are you trying to, make Chioma not move on with her life? If you want that girl back, say you want Chioma. If you do not want Chioma back, allow her, go on with her life and meet new people. All right, guys, so with the Davido news, I'll be rounding up the news for today. Tell us what you think about the news in the comment section, and as usual, guys, we'll be in the comment section responding to some of your comments, if not all. Don't forget to keep doing what you do for us here at Gusto. We see all of it and we really do appreciate you. All right, guys, bye for now. My name is Emma.